Hey, welcome to 10-Minute Toolkit. I'm Susan Ragsdale.
And I'm Dan Horgan. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us this week. I'm going to kick us off with a fun little exercise that I started doing, frankly, because I was really over the quiet part of a virtual meeting where everybody was just logging in and everybody was just staring at each other, not doing anything. So I decided to launch what's called Curious Conversations. So the way that I do it is as people come into the virtual meeting, I just tag somebody. So for example, I'm going to tag you, Melanie. And
Okay.
I'm going to ask you any question that I want. And then I'm going to give you 30 seconds to answer that question. And then it's your turn to tag somebody else, somebody different in the room, and ask any question of your choice. And then you just sort of pinball around the room. The goal is to try to engage as many people as possible. So you get different people's voices, different people's engagement until you're ready to start the full meeting or the activity that you're transitioning to. So I'm going to kick us off. I'm going to jump to Melanie. I'm going to tag you. And my question is, where is the most interesting place you have ever traveled?
Oh, wow. Well, wow, that's really hard because I've been to like 42 different countries in the world, I think, last count. So the most interesting place though, I love Kathmandu. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go back to Kathmandu, Nepal. The Himalayas are just amazing, and Kathmandu with all the old Buddhist temples, and oh my gosh, yeah, way too much to explore in the one day I had there. So definitely I have to say Kathmandu. Yeah. All right, I'm going to tag Sherry because I am very interested. Sherry, are you the Sherry Parker that used to live next to me in Leopold? Do you still live there?
I still live there.
Oh, good. So did they redo my house? Like the inside of it?
It has been.
That's your curious question.
Give me a couple of times and I'm like, did they redo my house?
It looks great though.
Well, good. Okay. You're tagged.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Oh, you have to tag somebody else.
Yeah, you get to tag somebody else and ask any question of your choice.
Oh. I can't see anybody else. I don't know who else is here but you and Dan, you and Susan. So
Linda's here, my brother Gary's here, Jackie's here, Ed's here, and I will give Rebecca a moment because she's just joining us, but those are the names of people who are here.
You need to change your view up in the right-hand corner. If you click on view, you should be able to do like a gallery view.
I find that and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I don't do this all the time. Linda, how many churches have you ever served? This is Linda Parker.
Linda, unmute yourself.
Can't hear you.
I have served churches in Nashville, Tennessee, 2 churches here, Virginia, 2 churches there, back to Nashville, a church in Iowa, and a church in Indiana. And then I retired. So that's, I don't know how many that was, but that's
Okay.
my list. Let's see. Gary, what is the best thing you've eaten in the last 3 days?
Probably Saturday morning. My son was with me this weekend, and so I made scrambled eggs with cheese and biscuits and gravy.
Oh, yum.
Yum.
All right, Dan, what's your go-to comfort food?
The go-to comfort food. That is an easy one. It's chocolate chip cookies. I'm always on the quest to find the best chocolate chip cookie wherever I am.
Chips
Oh, Dan.
Ahoy.
No, Dan, I'll have to make you some sometime. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm always open to test chocolate chip cookies. All right, so I want to make sure we leave time for Susan's activity, but again, this is just a quick little fun exercise that you can do as you're waiting for people to come into the meeting, even as a quick icebreaker at the top of a meeting, just to sort of build community. I always say when we're in person and you have people coming into a room, you always sit down next to someone, you spark a conversation with them, you get to know them a little bit better. And in this virtual world, people always say like, oh, it's so hard to do. But I really think something like Curious Conversations can open the door for us to learn a little bit more about one another, take those surface conversations just a few steps deeper. So Susan, I'll kick it back over to you.
And just to tag on that, you can make this very specific to your topic. So if you are doing something around leadership, you could say, ask questions around leadership or whatever. So his game is the same as what I call Curious Questions, which is in the book Ann and I did Get Things Going, which is where the other activity model is coming from. So I love that even without fully talking, Dan and I align so much sometimes. So this is called quick thinking. And I'm going to select 2 people to compete against each other. And you can, it's going to be the first person to come up with an answer. I'm going to show you a letter of the alphabet that goes with a statement. And the first person comes up with an answer with that letter of the alphabet will get to chime in. So if everyone knows how to use the reaction feature at the bottom of your bar, you see the little microphone, the video, you keep going across, there's a reaction button. And when you click on that, there's like a thumbs up. You see that the thumbs up just went in my little screen, just did in Jackie's. There you go, everybody's finding it. Linda and Cherie, I know this is a little bit different tech for you. If you don't see it, I'm good with you guys doing your actual thumbs up to try and chime in. So if you can clear them out. If they don't clear, they're going away. Okay, so that's either reaction button or thumbs up. Dan, if you'll watch for me, since I'm reading the statements.
Yep.
I have a fancy homemade deck that Jackie made of cards, of alphabet cards for me. So that's going to be the letter. So first up, let's have Jackie and Rebecca go. And the subject is a value an elected official should have. A value an elected official should have.
Says O. Oh,
That
L.
starts with the L.
All right, I see Rebecca.
I think Jackie and I had the same answer. She put hers in the chat.
She did. She used the other chat.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Jackie and Rebecca, pick the next 2 people to go.
I'll pick Melanie.
And Ed.
All right, Melanie and Ed. An important community issue for me, that starts with a C.
I see Ed.
Conservation. I think one of the big R's in terms of creation care is reuse. And I think we all underestimate the value of finding a second purpose or even using something more than once.
I love that.
All right, we're going to do 2 more just to illustrate how this works. So you 2 pick the next 2 people.
Oh, I picked Gary. Ed, you pick somebody?
Ed, you want to pick somebody? Pick somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sherry.
Cherie and Gary. Okay.
Excuse me.
All right. Democracy is starts with a W.
Oh, great.
I see Melanie wants to help out.
She can help out me.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
can't think of
You
anything.
can tag a friend.
Is worthwhile and worldwide.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice. All right, one last one. I didn't say these statements were easy, but I'm really impressed at the answers we're getting. So Cherie and Gary, pick the next 2 people and the last 2 people for this.
You, Susan.
Well, Linda, I don't think has done it.
You, Susan.
Well, that I can't.
Okay.
Dan can.
Daniel can.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right, Linda and Dan. All right, let me see. Which one do I want to give you guys? All right. A leadership skill I want my elected officials to have. A leadership skill I want my elected officials to have that starts with an R. All right, Dan, I saw that thumb up.
I'd say respect. Respect
Yes.
for all sorts of people and all sorts of ideas.
Clapping.
So you see, easy activity. You use letters of the alphabet. You make up whatever statements you want to. It's a way to open it up to talk about politics and current situation. It's also, you could have kept it very inward to your group. A leadership skill I have, one I want to develop, all of that kind of stuff. So that is our 2 activities within a 10-minute time frame. So like, subscribe, and tell others about this. We appreciate you guys being here. So I'll say thanks there.
Thanks everyone so much for being with us today and always helping to illustrate these activities. It's one thing to read them, it's another thing to see them live and demonstrated. And so super grateful for everybody tuning in to make these a reality in your community. Thanks everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank you.